Actors from the London Stage, founded by acclaimed performer Patrick Stewart, is one of the world's most respected touring Shakespeare companies. The British troupe comes to Penn State in a production of The Merchant of Venice. Previews writer Jennifer Pensick speaks with actress Nicola Alexis about her preparation for the role of Portia, the provocative comedy's main female character. Alexis discusses how the ensemble of 5 actors, each of whom portrays multiple characters, focuses on Shakespeare's timeless words. She also talks about the production's clever staging, which uses minimal props, costumes, and sets.
One of the characters you'll be playing is the main character of Portia, who's the wealthy heiress. And I was wondering for you, what has the preparation been like to bring that character and your other characters to life on stage?
Well, for Portia, she's one of the most well-known Shakespeare characters in his plays, which I discovered in doing the research. So for me, I wanted to do a lot of background work on what's already been written, how performances have already been done. She's got a couple of really well-known famous speeches. So just looking at all the various ways that they'd been done already and seeing if that was going to impact on my own performance. Other than that, I tend to just rely on the text itself. I always think that any clues that you have for a character, no matter Shakespeare, modern text, or whatever text you're doing, the clues will be there in the text. I mean, Shakespeare's text is very dense with clues, and the language itself is full of clues, and how the characters are feeling, where they are, who they're talking to, the status of the people who they're talking to. So, yeah, I think all the clues are there within the text anyway.
What sets actors from the London Stage apart from other theater companies is obviously its size and the fact that each actor portrays numerous characters. For you, what kind of challenges does that pose, and what's the process like for all of you?
Well, you're playing anything up to sort of 4 or 5 characters each. The way AFTLS works for me is that it's very bare, minimal costumes, minimal props, minimal actors, minimal set. So you have to be reliant not only on the text and language of the play itself, but you have to be reliant on yourself as a performer, your own body, to somehow bring this world to life and make a story, something that the audience can follow, even though you don't have all these excess, surplus props and things to make it come alive. You're just depending on you yourself as an actor to make that come alive.
And I'm sure, too, with the Merchant of Venice that, you probably have a different process depending on what actual story you're going to be telling. What's your familiarity with the Merchant of Venice, and kind of have you taken a different approach with this role compared to others you might have done with the company?
Not necessarily so. I mean, all the plays are very different. They're all a complete story in themselves. So before, I've previously with AFTLS, I've done Taming of the Shrew and Midsummer Night's Dream. They're all completely different. Midsummer Night's Dream is a fantasy. There's lots of fairies and magic going on in it. Shrew is a lot more about feminist issues, and although it's a comedy as well. But they're all kind of individual plays in their own right. So I think my process has probably been the same in my approach to this, in just the sense that you get familiar with the text, you throw yourself at the characters and invest in the style, which is, as I said before, minimal costumes, props, etc. And you just focus on really telling the story with the language and hopefully making it accessible for anyone who watches it, that, they can follow the story and they're interested in the story and entertained.
What can the audience expect from this performance?
Oh, okay. Well, having just had our choreographer in, and there's quite a few of us, well, we're quite a musical bunch. We've got someone who's really good at drumming. We've got a few good singers, a couple of piano players, someone who's good at composing and putting together music. And we've just had a choreographer in. So actually, this one in particular, I have to say, more than anyone that I've seen and been involved in, it's going to be a lot more music and physical movement in it as well. So, yeah, we're bordering on a musical at the moment. Not quite a musical, but there's lots of musical music in it. And yeah, just that feeling of using everything, music, song, dance, and the words as well. So that's what they can expect. And to be hopefully amused and laugh at, because at the end of the day it is a comedy as well. Tackling some major issues like race, identity, uncomfortable issues. That Merchant of Venice is all about being uncomfortable. So there's a lot in this.
When you and the other actors actually come to Penn State, you'll be visiting classes in theater and English and law. How important is it for you all to reach out to students when you go to different stops?
It's hugely important. Having done these tours before, I know that it's amazingly important. The play is there, and we want everyone to see it and be inspired by Shakespeare, but also us going into the classroom and giving them a taste of Shakespeare in the classroom, and maybe in a different way than they have in the classroom previously, is essential to what the company is about. We want people to realize that Shakespeare is very much accessible and available to everyone, especially students who are in that education phase of their lives. That it's accessible. It's not something that's just done by academics or somebody who studied for years at the language. That's not the case at all. It's very much something to be enjoyed by everyone and is relevant. It's universal and still definitely has a place today in society. So that would be, that is very important that we reach out and that people understand that when we go into classes and that they enjoy it and they want to go back to it after we've gone.
Tickets are on sale for 2 performances of The Merchant of Venice, October 10th and 11th, 2012 at Schwab Auditorium. Order online at www.cpa.psu.edu or by phone at 1-800-ARTS-TIX.